What's good, you guys? It's your girl. We are gonna redo everybody. Well, not everybody. That's a cap. We are redoing Leo all the way down to Pisces. I noticed that even though some of y'all did not comment, half of y'all motherfuckers that stayed quiet, your readings was affected. So we just redoing y'all. Pisces, I didn't hear them, but I'll just give them a reading. But I definitely know Capricorn, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, and Libra, you couldn't hear shit. So it just kept cutting in and out. I'd appreciate it if y'all noticed that bullshit taking place that y'all tell me. Hello? Like y'all was over here talking in the chat but wasn't telling me shit. I think only one person mentioned Scorpio being fucked up. And that's all right, let's do this bullshit over here. All right. The readings got fucked up yesterday. Like it was cutting in and out the microphone. I don't know why the fuck this app does that, but I was like listening and I'm like, okay, Libra got fucked up. I'm redoing Leo because my daughter was kind of talking in the background, so it's kind of like distracting and shit like that. But Leo's reading was perfectly fine. It was just Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn got fucked up too. I didn't listen to Aquarius, so I'm just redoing it for y'all so y'all could get y'all messages. It's basically the same shit I did yesterday, but I'm redoing it. Hopefully this mic don't go out. If it does start to get fucking funny, please tell me, and I will literally turn around, unplug this bitch, and try a different part of my computer because I've been researching and like a lot of people been commenting about like this app doing that, and they say that it stops when you switch the ports. I don't know if that shit is true, man. I don't know because some people be lying on YouTube, just reviews and shit. Yeah, YouTube lags, but I'm telling you, the fact that it was jumping like that was pissing me off, and nobody was saying nothing. Like only one person mentioned it during the Scorpio reading. So yeah. We're just gonna do them signs, and then I'm gonna continue with the pairing of the signs. Just because like I had already started Aries, so I can't pair them with Taurus and stuff like that. So now we just gotta move on because I did Cancer and Leo yesterday. So yeah. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to come back on here and do a live for y'all. Some of y'all gave me some really good suggestions, but I don't want to keep doing the person on your mind because that's redundant. Like we already been doing that. Like we're not gonna keep doing that one. We gotta do different things. What you want? Oh, you turn on AC? All right, so let's go. We're gonna start with Leo. What they hiding from Leo? All right. Something that Leo is dealing with. What are they hiding from Leo? They're manifesting you, Leo. Thinking about you. They think you're a player as well, Leo. They look at you as someone that's in and out in their life. Someone that can suffer from like having a bad temper. That makes sense. You're a fire sign. Hello. Yo. What else? They also see as someone that doesn't want to be tied down. They think you're indecisive too. Like they think that you just want to keep them stuck. They're kind of looking at you like, damn, you know what? Leo's mad difficult. There's third party energy. Like they feel like you dealing with third parties. Some of y'all could be partying a lot, and that could be a third party, but they feel like you being difficult because you're dealing with third parties. Oh man, what the hell? What the hell, ego? Oh shit. Yeah. For some of y'all, they're kind of like, oh, I know you dealing with someone you got kids with. I don't know what that insecurity is about, but that's weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of weird. This person kind of feels like they already know who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's giving energy of like, okay, this cycle is closing or closed. I know what I know when it comes to Leo and stuff like that. I just heard somebody writing a letter, so some of y'all they're gonna write you a letter, like telling you like the issues in the connection or like things like this is what you did to me, like a departing letter. No, that's kind of crazy. This person doesn't want to let you go. They have a sense of insecurity. I told y'all that. Their throat chakra is fucked up. Look how my throat just started getting funky. They feel like indifferent in this connection. It's like this person's really not happy. So they're feeling that, y'all are disconnected. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of looking like it's a missed opportunity simply because of other energies and lack of like movement here. All right. Your person also worries about a tower moment that y'all had. This person feels like this shit is done and over with. Overall, they have some type of anxiety because they feel like this connection is very chaotic for them. But it's crazy because as the cycle is like closing for you or closed for you, this energy is still like, well, I gotta hold on to like they're holding on to your energy like a fucking vampire. Like, what the fuck? So whomever this is like they haven't given up on you yet. I state the facts. All right. Now we're gonna see how the hell y'all feel for them and what your blockages are. Hopefully the energy didn't change too much from yesterday. Because one thing y'all don't know about tarot is like if you continuously read, it pushes out your readings further out, and everybody's at a different timeline. So let's say, for example, like I may listen to a Scorpio reading and be like, that shit don't apply to me, that none of that is happening for me right now, but it could happen for me like later on, or it could happen for me in the past. It depends on where you are in your timeline that dictates like what will happen or what applies to you. So just keep that in mind, because like a lot of readers don't tell y'all this. The more you throw readings on a sign, it pushes it out more. But everybody's in a different timeline, like I said. So, yeah. How does Leo feel for this person? You're not sure whether you want to continue to invest here or start investing elsewhere. I think you got that last time. Yeah, you do want some type of like collaboration with them, but you're showing up in sword energy, kind of like I know who you are, I see you for who you are. Oh my god, man, you unsure if this is your 10 of cups, bitch. I can't unsee what I seen. Oh, some of y'all, they cheated on you. That's what it is. They could have cheated on you, like had like a side person in their life at some point when you was dealing with them. Okay. Yeah. You were just stressed, boy. Look at you. And you're like feeling entrapped because you feel like this person got secrets. Like, yo, this bitch is an app. Like, I don't trust you. I don't know what you're doing. Well, you know what? They don't trust you either. So welcome. Welcome to the crew. You fit perfect. Oh God. You're trying to overall go with your intuition because you kind of feel like this bitch created some type of illusion in your life. It was an illusion that confused you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy work. You holding back with the strength card. Y'all are fucking funny. And trying to move forward, looking towards your future, just waiting. But you feel like it's hard though. You're trying to like brew up some type of confidence, like in the, you know, like I gotta get away from this. I know I'm gonna do better, you know, that type of stuff. But there's a sense of like, and it's because it's karmic, the connection. There is a sense of like feeling like this person made things very difficult for you unnecessarily. Like they ain't had to do all that. They wanted to leave. Y'all was like, hey, see ya. But this person made things so like difficult to keep you stuck. Some of y'all are basking in like singlehood. You could be hanging around with friends and or partying too much, going to like social gatherings or events. And that could be why this person is feeling very insecure. Yeah. You also felt this bitch played mad mind games with you, boy. They let you down. And there's a sense of feeling disappointed because like you see them for who they are. It's kind of like their mask fell off. You know what I just saw? Have y'all ever seen that movie Face Off? If y'all ain't seen that movie, I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. One of the best fucking movies ever made in history, literally. With Nicolas Cage and Travolta. That's the shit, that movie, y'all. Y'all need to look at that movie. It's crazy work. Let's see what your blockages are. What are the blockages here? Third parties. I don't mean to laugh because I didn't go over, but still, that's fucked up. Someone feeling like they can't trust the other. Feeling stuck here. Thinking someone's creating illusions. Lack of like investment. Ooh. Whether it's you or them, that's a blockage, bitch. Some of y'all got third parties. Somebody want to run single and run the streets. It looks like it's y'all, by the way. Okay. There's some type of restriction in this connection. I don't know why y'all feel like that, but whatever. Yeah, you holding back with the Queen of Wands strength, bitch. You feel like this shit is toxic, boy. Y'all got one of your blockages is that some of y'all got like a sexual soul tie to this person. Like either you or them be like really obsessive over the other. There's like a codependency, you know, that leaves you like drained and tired. But overall, it looks like you're trying to focus on like being confident, doing your thing, focusing on your bag, you know, enjoying yourself. This relationship feels like it held you back, bro. Like that ass. That's how y'all feeling. Like this shit was like, you know how like you get like small little rocks in your shoes and you just be trying to walk it off because you can't take your shoe off, but then eventually you have to like stop and take the shoe off because the shit be fucking hurting. That's the type of stuff. Like this bitch was like a fucking little small rock in your shoe. See, ghosting took place here. That's another blockage. What else? I know we finna get a third party card because I just grabbed the Oracle card. So we're gonna see, y'all. Didn't I say somebody could be obsessive? For those that have no faith in my readings. Boom. Told you. Whoa, someone was resistant here. Well, it looks like you guys are trying to resist them by holding back. I'm not gonna lie. With the strength card being here. Somebody could have been very negative about the connection. Always like claiming that things were happening due to negative reasons, like, you know, just being toxic and shit. So yeah, that's for Leo. Now we're moving on to the next sign. Let's unhinge Leo gang. So y'all was talking in the chat about like stuff to talk about, like new love. The problem is that sometimes your past shows up as new love because when their energy changes a little bit, they will show up as new love, and it could just be someone from your past. All right. So that's why I don't like doing new love. Somebody gave me a really good idea though. I'll tell you right now when I find her comment. I was like, that's a really good idea. Let me go into the post so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right. So, la 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 la. All right. I'm trying to find the fucking comment. I don't know. Did I accidentally delete this mother? No, I didn't. All right. So this was the options for like the next live. And I kind of don't like all of them, but there was like maybe two that I was like, okay, that sounds real good. Like true feelings and intentions doesn't make any sense because I talked to y'all about that anyways. Like that doesn't make sense. I always say that during the readings. So yeah. One person said you should do an all signs on what you need to detach and heal. So that would be considered a shadow work reading. So I don't want to do that because I recently did that, like not that long ago. Okay. Part of detaching is loving yourself more than you love someone or the idea of someone being in your life. So that doesn't make any sense to do a reading on that. I could tell you that myself. So then we have other ones here that are like, someone said, what do their friends and their family think about you? What is your ex's karma since the breakup? What karma is heading your way, like your way? You know what I'm saying? Not the person's way. What do you need to know about your current lover? Who's in my energy that I can trust? I can't trust. Who secretly wants you? I've done who secretly wants you, so there's no purpose in redoing that again, right? Where's the other one? There was a girl that commented on here. Did she delete it? Shit. Someone wanted to know the karma that they're getting. I could do that, but I feel like there's like other better like options than these, honestly. There was someone that made a comment on here. I think she might have deleted this shit. Because I don't see it on here now. It was something like, oh my god! And I even commented. And I said to her, I really like that idea. What she commented, shit, that's crazy. I don't even see it here no more, y'all. If I find that, I'll put in the community page. But I want to kind of do something that's gonna help y'all. Obviously, if y'all are trying to like heal, that's like something completely different. Like a tarot reading is not going to provide you healing. If anything, it may accentuate your paranoia because like obviously if you have a feeling, you know, like a spiritual feeling, like an inkling that someone's cheating on you, and I come on here and I you know tell you that they are, that's just gonna, you know what I'm saying, accentuate what you already felt. So that doesn't really make a sense to actually do that. What you need to know, important messages you need to know right now. I've done that before, but I could do that one. I just want to do something different for y'all. I was looking for something different for you to do for y'all because I wanted y'all to like listen to a reading that y'all want to listen to, right? And not just what I'm coming up with. So Stacy, that would be like a shadow work reading. Like what you will need to work on when it comes to your shadow side. My idea was kind of like to do a reading like, you know what I'm saying, what your 10 of cups is. Cause like your 10 of cups for you may be like money versus a person, right? So for me, I feel like it would be more constructive to like, because people like, the thing that people don't understand is like, yeah, you do have your past person or your current person. They do pop up in your readings because they're in your energy heavy, right? You haven't gotten rid of them. You haven't, you know, cleared out whatever karma. You haven't shaken them off. So they're going to still come out in your reading. But to know like what your 10 of cups is and how to get there, I feel like that's more of a constructive reading. But it's up to y'all. Like, shit. For me, like if you know, if my Seneca for me is money, you know what I'm saying? I want someone to tell me, okay, yeah, you know, your 10 of cups is money, and this is how you're gonna get there. You feel what I'm saying to y'all? Or yeah. All signs that you live in your purpose. So, you know, we're gonna have to like vote it in. Just put your ideas in the community page, and based on the likes, that's how we're gonna go. But we gotta get it done today because it's gonna be done for tomorrow. Unless y'all want me to do it on Saturday instead, I could do that too. Yeah, I want to do a poll. I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I really don't know much about YouTube, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't. Like, I watch crime shit on here, and that's as far as I get. Like I told you, I don't watch other tarot readers. I don't do that stuff. There's only one specific person that I used to watch. I really, really liked her, but then she started talking weird in her stuff, and I was just like, yeah, you crazy. I'm leaving. Because I kind of can't wrap myself around stupidity. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a tarot reader and start talking crazy. You know, um, tarot's metaphysical, so you can't talk about magic in a negative way when tarot is part of that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of the tarot readers that are on here, they are here to make money. A lot of them do, you know what I'm saying, do this shit for a living, which everybody's on YouTube to make money. There's family channels and shit like that. But I'm genuinely spiritual. Like, for me, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm living in my purpose, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. So, like, remember when I did a reading last time I did like a live, I think it was like a couple of months ago, I told y'all that, I always had a path to fame, but because you know what I'm saying, there's certain things to block it. I just, never lived in my purpose. And I always had regrets because when I was a little kid, I was supposed to be one of the pudding kids for Bill Cosby, but I was too embarrassed and shy and stuff like that to like film with him and be in front of all the cameras. And so I kind of dropped the ball. And then when I had an opportunity, because I did a modeling portfolio to be a model, I ended up, you know what I'm saying, I was fucking pregnant, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I had did my portfolio, and they called me like years after, and I was pregnant. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck you calling me 2 years after? Like, that's stupid. And they was asking me questions and stuff. And I was supposed to model Levi jeans. And it was like my heart just fucking fell to my stomach because I was like 7 months pregnant. Like, back then, it was not looked good to have a woman pregnant as a model. Just like it wasn't look good to be fat and be a model. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to tell them no because I was pregnant and stuff. And it kind of like my dreams kind of like fell down the drain. So for me, I'm living in my purpose because even though my channel is small, I'm still in front of the camera, if y'all understand what I'm saying. And I'm still like, because I'm very introverted, I'm still like, how do I explain this to y'all? Like, like it gives me anxiety to like stand in front of millions of people or like to know that millions of people are watching, right? But YouTube is helping me break that fear of people watching me, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I have been in front of cameras and literally like walked off because of my like anxiety. I'm like, oh my God, there's just like a lot of people looking at me and stuff like that. And my fear sabotaged who I could have been. My mother was a model, a professional model, and she wanted me to be like her. She wanted me to be into modeling, and that's what I wanted too. But my fear was like, oh no, and I'm introverted, you know what I'm saying? So like now I'm a lot more out there and a little bit more open. But if you would have met me at 17, you couldn't even talk to me. Like, I would not even look you. Like, I don't look people in the eyes, to be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm very introverted, and when they had like a bunch of cameras there, it was going to be me and another little kid that was going to do the pudding commercial, and Bill Cosby was there. And I was like, I ran behind my mother, and they told my mother, she is too shy for the cameras. My mom's like, what? We've been practicing this at home and you love the cameras. I'm like, I do, but I don't know these people. And it made me scared when I seen all those cameras and all those people around. Mind y'all, I was a little kid though, you know? So I missed that part. And then I kind of fucking got gypped when I was like, you know, younger, when I was pregnant. So I kind of was like, fuck, you know, you miss your train. And here I am today, right? Trying to live in that purpose that I missed that opportunity to and you know, I could blame my mother for that, honestly, because my mother never used to have me around people. She would always like keep me behind doors, never let me play with other little kids. She was very like I don't want to call it controlling, but it kind of was that, you know what I'm saying? She has a Capricorn moon, so she was always paranoid about like people, and she wanted, you know, to prevent me from like, you know, getting molested or touched by kids or beat up by kids. So it kind of was like my mom kind of didn't let me like live my life. She kind of like kept me indoors and shit like that. So y'all, when they put me in front of all those people and them cameras, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no, y'all. My nerves was crazy. And mind y'all, I was only 8 years old. I was like, oh hell, what the fuck is all these people, you know? And they were like, we're recording right now, you know, and they gave me the it was a paper that they wanted me to basically recite. I don't know how old you guys are, but like I'm talking about, this shit was like back in the 90s. And I was supposed to recite a pudding. Like I was supposed to recite the pudding, you know, the box pudding. And Bill Cosby was supposed to be next to me and another little kid that was like playing and stuff. And my mother, they had offered her the job of Milk Does a Body Good, because she was already a professional model. So she was like, I'll do it, but I'll only do it if my daughter does it. And I was so scared, y'all. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I'm not gonna lie. And I missed my opportunity. So this is kind of like me living in my purpose, even if it's a smaller thing. Like I'm not being obviously seen as if I would have been if I would have been a fucking TV person, you know. But you never know. You start from the bottom and you get somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Heavy eye contact gives you anxiety. Well, Scorpios don't like to look at people in their eyes, because you know you could read someone's soul through their eyes. Yeah, Capricorn moon. Yeah, Capricorns are very controlling over their children. They try to protect their kids a lot. And that's what my mother tried to do. And I appreciate it, y'all, because I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of fucking weird people out there. A lot of weird people. But I miss my calling simply because, you know, I was introverted and I was a shy kid. And, you know, for me to see all those cameras like that, it was just a lot. And I was never allowed to be alone around strangers. So I kind of was looking at them like, who the hell are these people, you know? And that's the only reason why I blame my mother for that. That's the only reason. Because it's one thing to protect your children and kind of like, you know, explain that there are evil people in this world. And then there's another thing to shelter your child. There's two different things there. Okay. And she sheltered us, like, especially me and my sister. We are very sheltered children. Like, we were not allowed to go to play in nobody's houses like that. Like, people had to come to our house. And even like in my adulthood, like my mother, like still, like she tells me like with my daughters and stuff, she'll always try to like control like what happens in my house. I'm like, Ma, I don't even live with you, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? She'll be like, nah, you can't trust nobody. You can't even trust no siblings. It's crazy. But I understand that her idea of things is in good soul and good heart, because, you know, you got sick people even in your own family. There's people that, you know, fathers, mothers, uncles, brothers that rape small children. So I understand where she was coming from, but it kind of did me a disservice because I was not able to break away from being so shy, and it fucked with me for years, y'all. It was something I couldn't break off of. So like, even like this channel here, y'all don't understand how long I've been wanting to open up a YouTube channel, and I held back like a long time. Like, I've been reading tarot since I was 15 years old, y'all. And I've been wanting to open up a channel since I was 20, and that tells you a lot. That tells you a whole lot. Oh my God, Valette, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, Capricorn moons, they want to protect you. That's what it is. They're very mothering and stuff like that. But sometimes it's so overwhelming that it kind of like can really shape someone up with trauma in a sense, because like I don't trust people. You know what I mean? Especially not with my damn kids. Ain't no way. But that's because my mom raised me like that. She raised me with like this sense of like being aware of everything and everyone. So, all right, we're moving on to Libra. What's the matter?
Have you seen the other shoe anywhere?
Absolutely not. You can go check on the shoe tray though.
I checked on the shoe tray.
So have someone else help you because I'm on a live and you know that. You always do that when I'm on a live. You always come to have conversations and ask me to get stuff for you. Like there's other people in this house. All right, so we're doing Libra. So hopefully y'all, you know what I'm saying? When we get to the millions, I'll be able to stand in front of all of y'all and help y'all through life, because my purpose is to guide people. Like I've always been a healing energy, you know what I'm saying? And even though sometimes I'll be sitting here and I'll be yelling at y'all, I want to yell at y'all so y'all could be better, not so you could be worse. I don't yell at nobody to like bring them down. I yell at y'all so y'all could understand where you should be in life and that you deserve better and that you mean so much more than you fucking are out here showing yourselves to be. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what the hell they hiding from Libra? They person, what they hiding? They want a new beginning, Libra. Oh yeah, I do need that. Thanks. They want a new beginning. Hey, wow, whoa. They want a friendship. They would like a friendship. They could be like a little bit scattered. Like, you know how like you meet people that are like all over the place. People say, oh, that's ADHD. No, the fuck that's not. That's just someone that has a lot of thoughts and they just spill it out. Y'all just can't keep up. This person feels that you're trying to like stay in control of something, like you're trying to control something. They also feel like you're trying to focus on like, there's some type of stubbornness to you guys. Some of y'all could be like going through some type of like glow up, focusing on like, you know, either children or money, like your financial stability, right? And so this energy feels like you are like, you know, stuck on your ways. There's something about you that they are looking at like you're not flexible. So if you feel like that, why you want another beginning? Let me shut up. What is this? This person wants to heal from this. They're hiding that from you. They want peace. They feel like they ran around a lot when it came to this connection. Oh my God, Divine Jen, I'll talk to you in a minute when I'm done with this reading, because I wanted to be a thing. Like, when I got into college, I wanted to be a forensic pathologist. I was going to school for that shit, y'all. Until they said I had to be in fucking medical school for 15 years. I was like, hell no, I'm going to be like 40-some years old if I see shit. Fuck out of here. They stressed by this. They feel burdened. They don't like the in and out interaction between the two of you. They also feel like you're like manipulative. Yo. They still see you as the 10 of cups though. They just hurt with the 9 of wands being here. They're hurt. Then this person want to build with you. Okay, some of y'all have children with them or lived with them at some point. You could have also discussed that, but they do see you as the 10 of cups. They want a renewal. Question is, do you? I'm about to unveil y'all asses right now and see what y'all want. Because this person does want to renew things. For some of y'all, like, this is really not everybody, but somebody could have had like a love child. I will kill a motherfucker. Y'all didn't hear that. I will kill your ass, man. How about you do a cross watchers reading? How does each sign feel about you? I've done that before, though, Julie. I wanted to try something different. How does Libra feel about this person? Libra like, fuck them. Oh, boy. You feel like this person invests in everybody. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Some of y'all are kind of looking at them like they generous. Someone that's focusing on some type of stability. They could have like a good business sense. They could like to stay home a lot. Oh, man. What the hell? You're looking at them like they're a player. They could be like really ill-tempered and you don't like that. Like, okay, so like, you know, when you argue with people and people say shit and they run off, that type of nonsense. Heavy on here. So you don't trust them. If you feel like they're investing in other people, then that's a hoe. The fuck? What is this? You know what? You want the truth. You want the truth from them. You like the truth shall set me free. Some of y'all feel like this person was being like sneaky and deceptive. Like you couldn't trust this energy. And you simply want the truth. With the sun card being here, it's kind of like you will find out though. Unless the moon comes on. But yeah. Yeah. You manifesting the truth. You want clarity. Okay. You're also waiting for something here when it comes to them because you kind of don't know where to go, what to do when it comes to this. Yeah, you don't know if you want to continue to invest in this energy or whether you should start investing elsewhere. So you kind of question the validity of the connection. Like, should I wait or should I move on? Like, you know, I invested here and I try to grow something here, but this shit ain't come out the way I thought this was. Should I go invest elsewhere? You want peace. You want to be balanced. You want equal give and take. Some of y'all are in hermit mode because you're trying to find yourself. You're like searching for like yourself. Like you want some type of like, you want some type of like clarity. You want things to be revealed to you. And you know, what's in the dark will always come to light. Regardless of when it happens, it will happen. Okay. You're sitting in sword energy towards them, feeling like you know all that you need to know. You're trying to stand by your morals and your values when it comes to this person. This may be somebody that tried to like switch up like, you know, your core values. Like some of y'all could have wanted to get married and they didn't, that type of stuff. You know, some of y'all, they want to live with you, but you believe in like marriage before you move in, that type of stuff. And this person is like, they try to like change like who you were and you kind of didn't fuck with that. You have some type of stress over like the connection overall because you're unsure of like the investment. Like the quality of the connection is trash at this point. You know what I'm saying? But you're kind of not giving up yet. You're kind of trying to figure out what your next course of action should be based upon what information you get. So what I find out, what clarity I receive will determine whether I cut your head off or give this shit another chance. Because there's some insecurities here. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, well, you know, this person's in and out. They likely entertaining other people. You know what I'm saying? So let's move to y'all blockages. You need to get out of your head. Some of y'all be like living in that sucker, rent free. What is the blockage here for Libra? An ending, a transformation period, okay? Could be dealing with a Scorpio energy. You got the Death and the Queen of Cups. I need to heal with the Queen of Cups. That's a healing energy. So you need to heal. Someone is holding back as well. That's a fucking issue here. With the number 8, it appears like there's karma here that needs to either be cleared out or currently being cleared out. There's a need to balance because when you flip the number 8, that's the infinity symbol. And that's a lack of balance if it's upright. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it looks like it's you guys. You guys need to balance yourselves out. Some of y'all are blockages like a third party, like a whole nother bitch. Like someone they bought into this connection. Like they fucking stupid. Yup. Some of y'all they up and got involved with someone else and you don't even know about it. With the moon being here, we got the Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. They up and got themselves involved with some other motherfucker, and it's like hidden to you. Some of y'all also felt like this bitch created some kind of illusions because like they could have been acting like they was too busy to like deal with you, but there's a sense of like you going with your intuition and feeling like this person has secrets. They created some illusion to confuse me, to keep me stuck on them, to keep me continuously investing in them. It really sounds like y'all are hurt. I ain't gonna gaslight. I'm really not. Let's get some oracle cards, y'all. It's not like you is hurting inside. Yo, could you give me some heartburn stuff? Blockages. When I speak, I'm telling y'all, the day I get on this motherfucker and I start telling y'all numbers, y'all better fucking play them. You understand what I'm saying? When I speak, everybody says, shh. I don't know any tarot reader on YouTube that's as good as me. I really genuinely don't. You know what's crazy? Didn't I tell you it's karma with the number 8? Look at what your first oracle card says. See that? That's a blockage. Didn't I tell you that just now? During the beginning, the first 3 cards in? I'm telling you. That's crazy. And obviously not everything, specifically each individual thing that I say is going to apply to, you know, one specific individual. That's fucking impossible unless it's a private reading. You know what I mean? But normally if I tell y'all something, you need to run with it. Run with that shit. Because not only like they talk to me, like I'm talking about like I see a lot of visions and they show me shit too. So telling you, I picked up that shit was karma, literally from your tarot card. And look, you got a karma card. I also told you wanted clarity, didn't I? See? Oh, I need 2 Tums. I got real bad fucking heartburn. Damn, bro. What the hell? I don't even think I ate nothing with acid today, but I don't know why the fuck I'm being heartburn like this. Someone was rejected. There could have been some type of ghosting or an abandonment. Someone being afraid of like losing the other. Could have been like some type of silence. Something, some of y'all were dealing with like a non-committal energy. Something here about this energy was very like sexual. Well, that's Libra. Let's move to Scorpio. Yeah, I'm about to post on my podcast today. Once I'm done doing, I'm gonna do 2 more signs, but I'm about to post on my podcast today, so y'all can keep an eye out on that. The reason why I say y'all better listen when I come on here and say numbers, you know why? Because one thing about spirituality is like, yes, you can sell like things like, you know, ew, why you licking my china cabinet, bro? Why would you do that? What? Hold on a second, y'all. What?
Oh, I did.
Just get a rag. That's nasty. Don't put that stuff in your mouth, man. Yo, my kids be doing the most. She's 6 years old, and that's why I forgive having the stuff she does. But she really was licking the damn china cabinet. Girl, what the hell? Listen. Y'all got a podcast. It's on Spotify. It's on the Scorpiongoldenempress. So basically what I was telling y'all is like the spirits won't give me the lotto numbers if I ask them for it, because they never do that with magicians. Like with people that are spiritual, they'll never like actually, like if you're really spiritual, not some fake ass motherfucker claiming to be spiritual. If you're really spiritual, they don't want you to become greedy, because that's a part of a sin, right? So like,
Seven deadly sins.
all right, get out. One of the seven deadly sins is literally that, and gluttony, right? Yeah, gluttony. So you know, lust is as well, by the way, y'all. So basically what they don't want you to do is become like selfish, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, they will like use magic to like, you know, like back in the days, like I'm talking about centuries ago, they used to use, you know, like the crystal balls to like predict the future, and they would make like a lot of money. Now that is not something that they frown down upon, but when it comes down to like the lotto and stuff like that, it can make you really, really severely greedy, and it can change you who you are. It can change your spirituality. So that's the reason why they don't want you to do that, because they don't want you to be like, you know, selfish and stuff. My mother, she practices magic, but she won't charge for her spells, because she's like, you know, she's like, I'm an earth angel. I can't do that. I was already told by, you know, my spirit guides, I cannot charge for things. She Yeah, she's gonna be one of the people that's gonna help me with the packages that is on my website, because I'm offering classes now, and my mother's gonna be y'all teacher, and y'all gonna get taught by the biggest baddest bitch. I'm talking about, she knows crazy shit. She knows angel magic, all kinds of stuff. Like I learned damn near everything from her, not from no books. It's from her. So you literally get taught by the biggest baddest bitch. Literally, she doesn't, you know, she when she does her magic, you know, her stuff is literally like Egyptian magic, but it's also, she works with angels, and she does like a lot of things. So, you know, the way that she moves is different. Like obviously she won't do no voodoo or nothing like that, y'all. What? That's cool. Go over there. I'm on a live. Um, so yeah, you know, she will be the one that would teach y'all if y'all was to purchase that through Zoom. But you know, the type of level of magic, like you got to be serious about that, because she's really serious about her craft. She's not gonna be like, you know, because some people want to learn magic because they want to hex their exes because they feel disgruntled, or like they want to bring some dude back that don't want them. That's not the purpose of magic. The purpose of magic is to like help you be better, help you learn things that are gonna like help you progress in life. And yes, it does benefit to know certain spells and know how to do things, so that if you needed them, you have them there. Like for example, if you want to keep your partner faithful, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're not supposed to technically like ask the spirits to give you the lotto numbers. I mean, I wish I could. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you know like real magicians, they won't ask that. They could give it to somebody else though. Like you know how like when they read stuff for you, they'll be like, oh, you should play these numbers, and then you go and you play them straight, and then you get money off of that. Real spiritual people, not fake people, will literally tell you that. That does not mean though that they won't sell you a service of candle work or magic. It's just they can't personally benefit from something like the Mega Millions, right? Which kind of sucks, but yeah, because it could destroy your spirituality too. Y'all need to understand that. Like let's just say like you know you real spiritual, and you know now you just want millions of dollars, and now you just a whole different motherfucker. Not only is you gonna be greedy, you're gonna be acting different. You know, you may misuse that money. You may even stop being spiritual, because at the end of the day, why would you need to even follow that path if you're a millionaire? You're like, shit, I don't need to do nothing. I'm just gonna go and enjoy it. And now you out here snorting cocaine and doing. I'm not saying that y'all gonna do that, but I'm just saying a lot of people tend to lose their path when it comes to money. That's why it's considered one of the seven deadly sins, because there's a lot of like lasciviousness and toxicity that comes with that. You know, it's not the money that's the problem, it's the people that hold the money, right? Just like intercourse, right? Sex is not the issue. The issue is genuinely, you know what I'm saying, the perverts, like how you go about it, right? So just let y'all know. Today a Pisces baby dad side-eyed you. That sucks. You know, you don't need people like that around you, Divine Jane. You don't. Let me unhinge Libra, because we done with Libra. You know, you don't need people like that around you. You need people that are a supporting mechanism for you. Just because we're not together doesn't mean that we cannot be friends. Doesn't mean that we cannot be coexisting of each other. We have a child, there needs to be some type of respect for each other, and there needs to be, a level of forgiveness for the things that did not work out. Life sucks, right? Not everybody you meet you're gonna stay with, right? But there has to be a level of understanding that, yeah, this didn't work out, maybe we're gonna end up marrying different people, but we still gotta respect and value each other. Not only because obviously you owe me that for whatever time I invested in you, like, let's not forget that, but because we have a child, and this child depends upon us having sanity and being fucking respectful parents. You understand? What is you talking about, Bogdan? What? You can practice magic and be sinless. Not every magic is bad. You ever heard of herbalists? The natives used to do that. That's magic. Hello. What the hell are you talking about? He found out me and his god brother had a thing before him, and oh yeah, that sucks. Girl, why you did that? I wouldn't have had the nerves to even play with both of them like that. I would have been like, nah, I'm good. As soon as I would have known y'all was related, unless it was like on some like me getting back at you type of shit. That's different. If I'm getting back at you, shit, I'm gonna fuck your damn dad if you do some dumb shit. Cause that's the most painful thing for somebody, is to know that you up and went and got with a family member of theirs. They hate that shit, you know. But that's just me being malicious. I will honestly say, like, you know what I'm saying? I will honestly say, like, no, I'm not. See, the thing with me is, y'all, give me a second, y'all. The thing with me is, y'all, that, the way that I move, you know what I'm saying, is like, I would only do something hurtful to somebody if they hurt me. I personally would not be able to, like, obviously be in a connection and know that you're, related to someone, or be, even friends. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it because my mind would just mess with me. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that other people can't. Like, obviously, other people can do it. I personally can't. And the only way I would do it is basically if you piss me off and you do me wrong. Like, I'm definitely, trying to get even. That's just the malicious Scorpio in me. Giovanna, are you leaving with your father? Because he should be probably pulling up right now. Oh, he is? Then go. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna give my kids a hug, and then yeah, because they about to go eat with their dad. Give me a second, y'all. Thank you. My bad, y'all. They going to eat dinner with their dad. It's his birthday today, so we out here putting orders. Wait, the mic is going in and out. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me switch the mic. Hold on. So go and use one of those things. Can y'all hear me now or no?
Bye, Bray. Thank you.
Y'all done. Stay safe. She left chunks of ice on the ground. Y'all doing in that thing. Can y'all hear me? Dude, she left like mad chunks of ice on the floor. I don't know why she does that. This shit is weird. Oh, you guys can hear me? All right, y'all. Sorry, I had to move my ass to the couch because this chair here, this is about to knock every damn expensive crystal I have over here. And it's a tower. I have like 4 shelves of it. Like literally, y'all. So I'm trying to, look how pretty this pillow is, y'all. My pillows be like so lavish. All right, so we moving on to Scorpio. Yeah, anytime it gets funny like that, if y'all could tell me, I could move the mic, you know what I'm saying, like the line of the mic. Cause I read online that if it's pulling too much energy from a specific port, that you have to move it. Y'all. I think I'm gonna put that Sanador on my arm because damn, my tattoo hurts. All right, so we going to Scorpio, y'all. Scorpios. All right. And now my kids ain't here, so there's gonna be less disruptions. All right, let's go, y'all. First, Scorpio. What is Scorpio's person hiding from Scorpio? I gotta take off this damn bra. Oh, I did? I forgot Virgo? Well, Virgo didn't have an issue with the reading, though. Wait, hold on. Hold up. Y'all are checking me. Hold up. Did I put Virgo on here? My bad, yo. I think I said that I was going to go down the line, right? So let's just remove this one, and we'll do Virgo. We'll do Virgo. I don't think Virgo had issues, though. I'm pretty sure Virgo did not have any, like, audio issues. Yeah. There was no mic problem, right? Because I was like, I heard Virgo. I didn't hear no mic issues. I'm only redoing the ones that had issues. That's why I didn't do Virgo. Who was messing with a dude for 8 years, Divine Jen? What the fuck? Girl. Yeah, I didn't think so either. So that's why I didn't do Virgo. So we're going to go to Scorpio, like I was saying. Child. Man, my tattoo is so itchy, y'all. This is the one thing I hate about tattoos. Like, when it starts to, like, scab, it hurts so bad. Whew. Go up so I don't have to write it over. Okay, I will in a minute, Divine Jen. Let me just do Scorpio. All right, spirits. What was Scorpio's person hiding from Scorpio? Oh, they sneaky. They don't trust you. They lie a lot, whomever you're dealing with. Something about them is like deceptive and manipulative. They want to have sex with you. Scorpio, like they want to, get down and dirty. Lord Jesus Christ. This person looking at you like, yeah, they want a partnership with you. They could invite you out somewhere. So what is the spirits? They genuinely feel like you don't know what you want. Like, you just be hot and cold when it comes to them. There is a sense of like them feeling like they're playing some kind of like balancing act when it comes to you. They also feel like they know like truths about you. I don't know what y'all did to this bitch because they weird. Yep. Like, I know the truth. I know what's up. I can't trust you. They do look at you studs, you 10 of cups. So you still have like a candle in their cake, I guess. They want your attention. They're gonna come get it too. They hiding that. They want some kind of success with the 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Yeah, they want to come out from being in the cold. They want a partnership. The 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. They want some type of partnership with you, okay? They don't want you to like ghost them anymore. Some of y'all dealing with somebody that could be focusing on like their stability because their money could be terrible with the Emperor being here. They could be focused on like, you know what's crazy? You guys both show up as the Emperor and Empress. They could be like really focused on like stabilizing themselves. Some of y'all got like a heavy earth placement. It could be like a moon in your chart. It's giving like Taurus or Capricorn. I'm being told Taurus, y'all. I'm sorry. Like a Taurus moon. And there's like a lot of financial abundance, y'all, that's gonna come towards you if your moon's in Taurus. So shit. Yeah. And as I said it, the fucking Queen of Pentacles comes out. See? I told y'all. Shit is crazy work. They also look at you as someone that is spiritual, like someone that's tapped in, a little mysterious, but someone that really follows their intuition, okay? When it comes to like your home life, your money, all right? And as I told you, they want to fuck you, okay? All right. So, someone want to get down and dirty. My tattoo is burning, y'all, because look at how, because my breasts are really big, and I be wearing these like little itty bitty like wire sport bras, and this shit can't carry these big ass melons, so it be like digging into my shoulder. Look at that. Look at that. About to break my damn shoulder right off clean. I'm thinking about getting like a breast reduction, but if I do that, I'm probably gonna want to just pop some implants in and then just call it a day. Get them shits probably bigger, but just less stress, I guess. All right, so let's take a look at how you feel about them, because they want to come back around. There is a sense of like, though, like you kind of like mirroring each other. I don't know if you really realize it. Some of y'all are mirroring each other. You think this bitch is a breadcrumber. It's like they act like they're really interested and then they fall off. Maybe they're playing a game. Huh. What's up, Kristen? You still see them as a 10 of Cups. So you both see each other as a 10 of Cups. If you two could stop getting, if you like get over your insecurities, this can come together. But there's the issue of breadcrumbing here, and that's what's causing this issue here. There's a need to like, how can I explain this? There's a need for like equal give and take, and it's not taking place. Like someone is giving less than the other and or showing less feelings than the other, right? So like regardless of his finances or emotions, someone is giving less and one is doing another, You keep thinking about them, manifesting some type of communication. You're also watching them because you want to get some information on them. You want to know what they're up to. Okay. You want some type of clarity. Oh, you're having an awakening about them, though. You're kind of trying to figure out what the purpose of this connection was. Like, why this person came into your life and played all these games? Why this person like comes and goes when they want? Why do they breadcrumb? Why do they make things so difficult? Okay. Yeah. You're going through a transformation. You got the Judgment and the Death card. You want to tell me to, girl, you got to watch who you like get with, but There's some really good doctors in DR. Only I would only go to just 2 of them, though. I don't trust everybody else. I want to get my surgery out there. I want to get a breast lift and then get implants put in. There's also a sense of like lack of direction with the hangman. You're kind of waiting and going with your intuition when it comes to this connection overall. You also have a lot of sexual lust energy. Some of y'all masturbate to this energy, even if you don't talk to them. Okay? Which is cool because you both are in sexual towards each other, right? And you both see each other as a 10 of cups. However, y'all are both in your egos, so I don't know what you gonna do with that. Just saying. Let's see what your blockages are. I'm scared of a tummy tuck because I like to eat. Well, tummy tuck will keep your stomach flat. They sew your muscles. That's all they do. Tummy tucks is like for people that have like loose stomach, though, y'all. Like loose skin. Sorry. I said loose stomach, Lord. All right, spirits. Show me, please. What is the blockage? Conversation. Some of y'all, you feel like you know the truth when it comes to them. And it's kind of like, all right, I have clarity here. I know what's up in this connection. Someone could be really sharp with their words too, like say fucked up things. That's crazy work. There's waiting, a lot of like waiting for things to come around, not understanding like where to go and shit. You're going with your intuition on this heartbreak. It's a blockage because some of y'all like you want to reconcile with them, but you kind of can't erase what you already know, right? And you know the pain and the hurt is kind of fucking with you. Some of y'all like it's kind of like you put all your eggs in a basket for this person. You expected a certain outcome and you didn't get it. Yeah. Overall, the issue here is healing this. Someone that, you know, like I said, there's no equal give and take. You know what I'm saying? You got someone getting more than the other, right? You know, there's a need to like heal things here and it's not being done. Someone, you know, like when you sing and you wait to heal, like why are you doing that? You're supposed to heal. You know what I mean? You cannot heal if you're waiting, because waiting is literally like a lack of direction. Like, where am I heading with this? What am I doing? Like, it kind of like puts a roadblock to like your 10 of cups. You know what I mean? Because it feels like a lot of like game playing is up in the air, and so it's kind of unstable, right? So that's Scorpio. We're gonna go to Sagittarius. Sag. You know what? Let me unhinge this real quick because some of y'all was talking about surgery and the stuff. And let me tell y'all something real quick before I start Sag. First of all, there's so many fake ass people that are on Ozempic. A lot of people that have lost weight off of Ozempic. So if y'all want to get like a tummy tuck trend, you want to get that, get on Ozempic, lose the weight, and then go and get your tummy tuck so that you look completely snatched. Because that's just the way to do it, honestly. Like, I wouldn't do it if I was heavy. It would make no sense. All right, so let's go, y'all, to Sag. All right, Sag. Sag's reading was in and out, crazy work. I was listening to like, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. All right, what are they hiding from Sagittarius? You dealing with a hurt bitch, okay? Hurt people will hurt people. Remember that, okay? Didn't I tell you hurt people will hurt people? Your first fucking card, someone heartbroken. You see that? Damn, they in some sword energy towards you. This bitch can be acting cold and detached. They hiding that they want to work on this with you. With the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, they fucking funny. Whomever this is hilarious. You out here so butthurt, acting like you know everything, acting like you don't want this, yet inside you dying, melting like a fucking chocolate bar in the fucking 80-degree weather. You funny. They hurt though. That's the problem here. You see what I'm saying? Like, I literally told you that was hurting. Your first card was them being hurt, and now you got another card of them being hurt. This person's fucked up. I don't know what y'all did to them. There's a sense of them being hurt, and they're hiding that from you. You could have dealt with someone that was like emotionally immature. They're unsure whether they should continue to invest here or start something else somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, they're looking at other options with the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. They're unsure whether like they should continue to invest here or they should move on and invest elsewhere. They are looking at other options with the 7 of Cups being here. Okay. What else, spirits? This person breadcrumbs you. They prioritize something else over you. They don't like the silence too. Like, they don't like the... Like, some of y'all could like go dead silent on them. They don't like that. They're hiding an insecurity from you. They have like, I don't know if this is from like past lovers or like childhood issues and shit. Because y'all, some people will fuck you up. And then, you know, if you don't focus on healing, man, listen. Yeah. They also don't like the way y'all act with them. Like, some of y'all act like cold. You could be mean. They don't trust you with the moon card. They feel like you created an illusion in their life. You had a lot of like secrets. Some of y'all tried to act like you were stable, more stable than you were. And they're looking at you like, I know what's up when it comes to you. I know you don't got what you say you had going on. Okay. So your person is overall hurt. You know, there's a lot of feeling deception here. Like a sense of like, okay, you know, Sagittarius deceived me. They wasn't who they claimed they was. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have their shit together like they claimed they did. You know, for some of y'all, they thought you was like talking to other people, whether you was or wasn't. There was a sense of them thinking that you was talking to people. Yeah. This person feels you're karmic in their life because they feel like you kind of don't make a move towards them. Like, you got one foot in, one foot out the door. And they're kind of like, damn, there's like a lot of cycles here. This shit is like up and down like a yo-yo. Like, it's in and out. Karma related. They're in their mind about you dealing with third parties. Like, they think you deal with third parties. I mean, whether y'all do or don't, it's not really relevant. It's just like, this is like their fear. And I told y'all they have some type of like childhood issues. They could have been like abandoned. Like, maybe they had a dead mother, or like parents might have been shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a energy of them like feeling like traumas from like their childhood. Hopefully their parents wasn't like abusive or nothing like that. That would be crazy, but y'all, you'd be so surprised how many people go through shit during childhood. So that's how your person basically is seeing you right now. That's what they're hiding. All right, so now we're gonna go in and see how you feel about this bitch. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sag. How do you feel for this person? Not you out here talking about they problematic. Really? You feel like this shit is a conflict. Damn, you looking at them as someone toxic. Some of y'all could be like obsessively thinking about them. That's crazy work. You also feel like this person is like trying to manipulate you somehow. I don't know what they did that you feeling that, but hey. What is this there? You feel like they don't really want a relationship with the Queen of Swords Hierophant. Damn. Somebody could like work a lot to like try to like avoid something with you, like a connection. And that's sad because why would you want to be more at work than be with me? Like, what? That's crazy work. You feel like this person is too like flaky. They're too hot and cold. It's kind of like you don't know if you're gonna meet like the representative or themselves. You know, like Jekyll and Hyde. Like, who am I talking to today? Like, what the fuck? You know, you snap your fingers and all of a sudden you got Hyde up in this bitch. Like, yo, why the fuck you acting crazy? Like, you got like these two personalities. Like, they cool as fuck one period and then they're nuts as shit. You got Jekyll acting crazy, breaking shit, and then you got his ass acting cool, like nothing happened. Like, stop with your mental health ass. There's a sense of you feeling possessive over them, like you kind of don't want to let them go so they could be with somebody else. You don't. And they'll be like, yes, I don't care. You're a liar. You don't want them to be with somebody else. It would overall not make you happy to find out if someone else was involved with this person. Yeah, because look, you want a partnership. I told you. Wow, 2 of Cups. Yeah, you want something with this bitch. You want some type of partnership, some type of unity. You want to celebrate with them. Some of y'all want like a fresh start, like a fresh, like exciting start. But you're kind of like, I know I gotta leave this behind so I can find my happiness, even though I have all this love to give, because it's just not working out. I think y'all are both really like conflicted. Like, that's my opinion. I think y'all are both conflicted. Like, you really want them, but you're walking away from like all this love, right? You're like, yeah, I'm walking towards my happiness. You know what I'm saying? You see the sun in the background. Even though I know it's gonna be difficult, I'm still pushing forward and leaving all this love behind. And they out here wanting to like be with you too, but like not really doing shit about it. So it's kind of like, y'all both cheat each other from like being happy with each other, because you are dumb. Like, y'all just don't want to work on being better. Like, you don't want to change. You don't want to work on like being great with each other. It's too much focusing on what the fuck is bad in the connection, not enough about how fucking good we are together. You know, it is literally like giving up, SG. It literally is. When you're walking away, you're giving up, right? You still have love for them, and that's pretty sad to see this type of reading. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So now we're gonna sit here and we're gonna ask what the blockages are, but I kind of already told you what your blockages are in a nutshell, literally. All right, Spirit, show me what the blockages are for Sag. Too much arguments, conflicts, fighting, tension, being in your ego is an issue here. For some of y'all, it's third parties. Someone could like to party a lot, whether it's you or them. Like, there's other connections here. Oh no, hell nah, bye with that. Someone likes to get attention elsewhere. 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands. The fuck? This is a person that is easily fucking enamored by attention. Not good. Okay. Could be dealing with a fucking water sign or someone that's water. There's a need to like be balanced and think with a clear head here. And you kind of can't because of the conflict in the connection. Some of y'all get really stuck in your ego, even though you love this person, and you kind of like create like a wall, like a tower, and where you like protect yourself. Like, I'm not talking to you because I'm protecting my energy type of shit, which is kind of crazy, but hey. Yeah, see, it's like a ghosting. I'm not talking to you, like I just said. And it's all because like y'all don't want to be hurt by them. Silence could be a really severe blockage here because of y'all ego. Y'all both in your ego, and that's the problem. Like, one of y'all gotta come down to earth and start trying to act like how can you build, like, this is not Rapunzel, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck can I build with you if you being fucking difficult? How the fuck can you be happy with somebody that makes this shit like a mountain? Like, I gotta climb a fucking tower to get you? Come on, bro. How old are we, 2? You know what I'm saying? Like, be for fucking real. That's crazy. Someone gotta like... Someone gotta have the realization that this shit ain't gonna work unless you both fold. There has to be equal give and take. Like, yes, I could come towards you and try to get in your good space, but that shit ain't gonna make a difference if you're closed off. The hell am I gonna get from that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know if it's you or them. Somebody need to drop these third parties out of the picture. Whether it's friends, family, it looks like it's connections, by the way. There's a need to like release and remove other motherfuckers out of y'all energy. And if it's them that got the third parties, then they need to fucking stop. You can't be loyal to the disloyal. You feel me? Like, why would I want to be loyal to you if you just out here giving your shit to everybody? You ain't shit. You know, why would I want to invest in you? That's crazy. Yeah, so that's y'all blockages, y'all. It's like difficult for y'all to be happy with this person. I don't understand it. Capricorns. Let's see what's what they're hiding from Capricorns. I don't know. Child, Divine Jane. See, and that's the thing. By like blocking people that are not good for y'all, y'all will understand that you're evolving and you're choosing to be better. You're choosing yourself. You're showing the universe, I'm better than this. And the universe will bring you somebody better because you're changing your frequency. And like I told y'all yesterday, everybody you meet is a lesson. It's a learning, valuable lesson. Don't ever look at somebody that came into your life as a curse, because it's not like that. Everyone that comes to your life has a role to play. There's a contract. There's a role to play here to make you a better individual. Not everybody learns it, unfortunately, because some of them lose their life at an early age and shit like that. Some end up not learning their lessons and they do dumb, things, and then they come into their next life repeating the same exact mistakes because they simply won't see what's in front of them. Like, it's a valuable lesson. Part of evolving and growing is understanding, you know what I'm saying, 2 things. Like, I can't control somebody else. The only one I can control is myself. Like, I'm only responsible for my actions, right? But it's very important to also understand that you don't need to harbor hate towards anyone that has done you wrong, because if they have done you wrong, they're going to get theirs. Like, the universe never misses an address. You know what I mean? But part of like obviously evolving is understanding that, yeah, you may have fucked up and did whatever, but you was put in my life for a reason, to teach me something. Now, the question is, did you learn the lesson, right? Because if you don't, then what the universe does, the wheel is constantly spinning. And yes, you're going to find another lover, but that bitch going to do the same thing. And that's the problem. A lot of people go through lovers and another lover and another lover and another lover, and then they die and they never learn their lesson. They still continue to repeat the same mistakes, still continuously, acting like they didn't learn, like they didn't suffer, If someone taught you something, you don't need to continue the lesson. You've already learned. Task is done. Move on to something else. The moment in time you continuously invest in the same exact thing, you're not learning. And the universe is going to keep trying to wake you up, like, snap out of it. Stop doing this. Stop doing that, But hey, let's go to Capricorn, y'all. What is being held back from Capricorn? What is this person hiding from Capricorn? Oh, they're a player. You're going to find out with the sun being here. There's going to be some truth or some clarity. What the hell? This could be someone that doesn't want to be tied down, though. Wow. They're kind of tired of the connection. They feel a lot of stress by you. They are. They just feel like they got to do too much when it comes to you. Okay? Yeah. They feel like, because for some of y'all, they were acting like, you know what I'm saying, like love bombing. They was being like in and out, trying to manipulate you in love. They feel like there's like a cause and effect to like something that they did to you. They could have been really immature with like their communication with you, but they're hiding some type of karma from you. I wonder what that is. What's the karma? Oh, Lord. It's not everybody, but for some of y'all, they're hiding a whole nother connection. Like a whole nother connection. A whole like entire relationship. Hey. So they lie to you about that. Why is this person like trying to like lie to you about things, like trying to negotiate? They created like an illusion for you, acting like, oh my God, we could be so happy together. We could be married. We could live together. It was lies with the moon card being here. It was an illusion. Okay? And y'all ate that shit up. Y'all ate that shit up. Instead, what they did was they fucking drained your ass. Yeah, they kept things stagnant. It was like a method to like keep you stuck. Keep you from like moving on, but them not doing nothing for you, that type of stuff. Yeah. It's like this person tried to act like they wanted a partnership with you. They could have been acting like in like hermit mode, like they wanted to be alone. Like they could have been telling you like, oh, I'm just trying to figure myself out. I'm just, focusing on myself, but withdrawing from you. Chris, I told you that during a reading, though. Didn't I tell you that during your reading? And you said they was getting divorced? There is a sense that, first of all, and I'm going to say something real quick, all right? All right. So, here it is, right? The communication, when someone comes in, right, and they're very immature with you, right? Do they not like when, okay, so like let's say that I'm gonna put myself as the mature person, right? Like when I'm coming in and out, let's say that we just had an argument, I ran out this bitch, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to, invest in this right now, right? When you see that they come in, right, and then it cause like a turbulence, doesn't that like actually like make y'all think like, okay, like what's really happening here? Why is this person trying to create roadblocks? Why is this energy like holding back? Doesn't that like make y'all go like, I don't know, because for me, I would have been like, this motherfucker talking to somebody. Maybe I'm paranoid. I don't fucking know. But doesn't that make y'all like actually like realize that you can't build with someone that acts this way, someone that's like inconsistent? Because someone being in and out is inconsistency, is also a sign of being unhealed, right? I'm just saying. Doesn't that like make you like go, okay, well, maybe I don't want to continuously be like here? Because like you could spend like years, right? Years in this. Like there's people that disappear for months and then they come back and then they start an argument and then they come back and then they do this and then they do that. And it's just like back and forth. And then you're like, damn, I've been doing this for 3 years with you, you know, hoping and praying that you will change, right? Doesn't this person's like in and out energy like set off an alarm in y'all head or something? Because I kind of don't understand why y'all, I don't know, why y'all dealt with this person. And I get that they sold you an illusion, but with the number 8, this is karma based. So maybe that's probably why. It's kind of like, I just have a question. Like, when someone keeps something stagnant all the time, like, how do you not like go like, damn, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of like going through the ebb and flows of like happiness, sadness, or like mostly sadness and not so much happiness. They're dealing with somebody from their past. They're betraying you with an energy from this person's past. They're hiding it from you. Okay? They could be talking to them or, you know, sleeping with them. They seem to be very nostalgic about that person. And that's why they are guarded towards you. So like I said, it's like they was keeping things stagnant. That's the thing I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. Because it kind of like, this reading kind of spells that y'all may have some type of like childhood traumas that made you like stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like you wanted this person to like love you. Even though they were showing you that they was like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how y'all feel for them. But I just have a question, because like I kind of never really like understand how you could like be peaceful with trauma like that. You know, it's kind of like, okay, you don't love me, fuck you. That type of shit, right? But don't be like in and out thinking I'm like always gonna take you. You know, it's different when you listen, when you live with people, when you live with someone, you kind of feel obligated to like tolerate certain abuse because y'all share a home, and you kind of feel like, okay, yeah, we fought, but I gotta forgive this so we can move past this, so we can have a peaceful home. And you kind of feel obligated to tolerate nonsense, right? Manipulations and shit like that. But when you don't live with someone, I just can't wrap myself around someone like doing this and wasting my time. Capricorns. How does Capricorn feel for this person? Yeah, you end up like basically dying. That's exactly what you said, is G. It's kind of like you got to learn your lesson, right? How does Capricorn feel for this person, though? You think a lot about them. You're trying to manifest them in. Some of y'all, you think a lot about them during work, and you hide that. You are hurt, boy, with the 9 of Wands. There's a lot of pain here with you, like inside of you and shit. Congrats on the career list. Thank you, Chris. You're going with your intuition on what you should be doing with this person. And really, overall, your intuition is like, fuck this bitch. I gotta glow up. I'm gonna make them regret their fucking decision. I'm gonna make them regret that they dropped this bag, that they fumbled one of the best things that could have ever happened to them in their life. Oh, you sounded salty as fuck. But I like it. This is some shit I would do. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck around and find out. I'll even start going to the gym and get myself looking mad, nice and hot. Fuck that. Yeah. Some of y'all are talking to somebody new already, and you hiding that from them with the Ace of Cups and Page of Cups. It's something new. Okay. Yeah. Your feelings are up and down about this. You also hide that you want them to like get some type of karma for something that they did. It's like you want them to take accountability, and you are like, okay, well, you don't want to take accountability, then you gonna get what's coming to you. That type of stuff, right? I don't know if y'all got Scorpio in your chart, but that sounds like some Scorpio shit. Crazy. Yeah. Somebody could have been playing up on you, acting like they was too busy to like deal with you and or talk to you. Like they was preoccupied elsewhere. Could be someone that has air in their chart, but yeah. You know the truth now, and you're trying to balance yourself out. Some of y'all could have like cats. You want what's fair. You want the universe to punish them. Because this person was not fair. They hurt you with the 9 of Wands. They ain't do right by you. And you kind of try to focus on like work and shit like that to like distract yourself and shit. But overall, you're going with your intuition. Your intuition is just saying like focus on your level up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna hurt this person, realizing they fucked us up. Damn, this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But it sounds like the best revenge plot I've ever seen in my life. Let's see what your blockages are. All right. Who's ignoring you, Chris? What? Why? Your blockage is the fact that you know the truth about a player. Someone that was in and out. Someone that was like acting problematic. They were acting unstable. It could be someone that has fire in their chart. Yeah. You also have, karma at play here with the wheel. That's also a blockage. Things have to like, spin here. You know what I'm saying? Like things have to play out because karma needs to be cleared. Okay. Could be somebody has a Leo in their chart. All right, y'all. There was a lot of questioning on whether like investments should be made here or elsewhere. Could have been dealing with someone that was planting fruits in other people's trees. But there was a lot of like second guessing whether they should be investing here or invest elsewhere. And it was like this person was investing like everywhere. You feel lonely though. I don't like that. There's a sense of like being disappointed and looking towards like your future, but still feeling lonely. You should never let nobody get to you like that, yo. Just saying. My mother says this, and it's so true. My mother goes, Rey muerto, rey puesto. What that means is a dead king is a replaced king. Don't forget that. Okay? Someone was showing love to like a third party. Whether it was you or them. Someone involved a third party in this connection, and that's a blockage. Okay? Because either you or them, somebody sat here and waited with the hangman with some uncertainty, not knowing where to go, what to do, while someone else was entertaining a third party. There's an ending of a cycle, though. You know everything you need to know. This person was a master illusion in your life. They made you think they loved you, and they didn't. That's what it was about. This person sold you a dream, and you ate that shit up. And now they mask don't fell the fuck off. Because now you know everything. And even though this person wants to continue to manipulate you and shit, showing you love and shit, it's over with the World card. Completion of a cycle. Lesson was learned. Whether you want to entertain this back again, that's on y'all. But the lesson was learned. Okay. Why, Chris? Why watching me gets you angry? What? That's crazy. Yeah, that's very true. That is true, Chris, what you just wrote. Can't unsee what you saw. Yeah. And that's the most painful thing, right? Because it's kind of like you could give something a chance if you didn't know, you know? But just knowing and seeing what you see is like, fuck. I can't act like I'm in denial anymore. All right, so we are trying to do Aquarius. Let me just make y'all cards, y'all. For Aquarius, what are they hiding? Oh, no. Why? Someone is hiding that they're entertaining somebody from their past. Some connection from their past. They could be already in a relationship with this person with the Ten of Pentacles being here. They're trying to act like they just want to be left alone, like they're in solitude, but they're entertaining somebody else. They hiding that. Like they took their cup of love to someone from their past. Could have been someone they were in a relationship with before. Okay? That's crazy. Yeah, look at that. Boom, my God. Yeah, they betraying you with someone from their past. So a lot of y'all need to like evolve past the phase of thinking that you're smarter than the rest. Because some of y'all like get stuck in this like, oh, I know what's up. I'm real smart. I pick up on things. But you actually are looking at them with rose-colored glasses. And a lot of the things that they show you that were flags that were there to like help you see, you chose to cover it up and act like you didn't know. So you need to get out of that. Because even though there's an illusion, right? Like there's this illusion for you. You chose to dismiss all the flags that were shown to like basically make the illusion fall off, to like take off your rose-colored glasses, right? And a lot of y'all chose not to do that. Like even though you saw shit, you chose to like ignore it and or like excuse it. Like for example, when they was trying to act like, oh, like I'm too busy, or like when they was in hermit mode, you know what I'm saying, but not talking to you, acting like they just want to be left alone. Those were like flags that you should have been like, okay, why does this person not want me to be dealing with them? Why does this person not want me in their life? What's the real reason? You kind of chose to like look at it with rose-colored glasses and think, oh, okay, maybe they just want to be left alone because they're mad. Yeah, okay, buddy. It was because they was bringing a couple out to somebody else. What else is they hiding? Your girl never lie. There she is, the Queen of Wands. Hiding the Queen of Wands, someone from their past. You know what's crazy? Either they were like, it genuinely appears as if they are like in a relationship because they are betraying you with this person. Do you see that? Taking a cup of love to the Queen of Wands. I fucking told you. Anything else? Ooh, whoa. That's why they walked away, bitch. They walked away over a third party. Wow. But I'm getting vibes of y'all bitches having known though and acted stupid about it because you didn't want to know the truth. Like you were like, maybe I'm just paranoid, or you were like ignoring these big ass boulders that were in front of you. Like the spirits were trying to show you. And you chose to like say, you know, I don't really have proof. I don't really know. But you did. You did know. You had proof. You just didn't get the proof that you wanted because apparently y'all wanted to see that shit with your eyes. Maybe you still want to see it with your eyes. In order for you to fucking move on. I don't need to see a motherfucker sticking their dick in a pussy for me to know they're doing it now. Come on now. Be for real. They thought that they was going to be happy. Yep, look, there's planning elsewhere. Planting seeds elsewhere, not knowing whether they should continue to invest in you, looking towards their future, feeling like they could be happy without you and leaving all this love behind. I told y'all. This person ain't shit. Mm-hmm. They showing love to somebody else. Wow, it keeps repeating itself. Bringing a couple of love to a third party is crazy work. It literally repeated itself again. Oh God, that's crazy work. This is the type of reading that if a reader told me some shit like this, like if I had a private reading, like I'm very evolved, but this would probably make me unhinged. First, it would make me really sad. And I'm not gonna lie. Like that shit, like I would first go through the stages of grief, then anger, and then I'm finding out. Because I'm gonna watch you. Even if I have to pay a private investigator, I'm gonna catch you. And that shit right there, when I catch you, one thing about Scorpio is they can be so like disruptive. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be toxic as fuck. And if you play with me, if I tried to make you seem like you was a saint, you was a hoe all this time, and you was taking your love to somebody else, whoo, mm-mm. They hiding from you or hid from you the fact that they was waiting for you to come towards them. They also really genuinely don't trust you. They feel like you're deceptive. Something about you is deceptive and sneaky. Some of y'all could have been lying about like your home life. At least that's how they see it. They have regrets with you. So not only is you cheating on me, but you really regretful about me. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, they have regrets about you. They felt like there was some type of codependency between the two of you. Like there was some type of like they felt like they had to be obligated to deal with you. Some of y'all could have been like obsessed with them. Like you could have been like excessively calling or like texting. I don't know what the fuck y'all was doing. You could have Capricorn in your chart, but it's kind of like some of y'all acted like you were dependent upon their energy. They felt like I'm strangled by you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're overwhelming to me. This is always how people feel when they have another option. I'm not gonna lie. Some people ain't shit. Like for real. They always seem to look at you like you're the problem, and instead they are the whores. That can't keep their dick or their coochie in the pants. Like, be for real. The fuck? They just want this to be over with. With the world card, they feel like, yeah, this done. You know what I'm saying? This shit is done and over with. There's heartbreak here due to a third party and a completion of a cycle. Let's see how you feel for this bitch. Boy, your person out here being wild. Wild work, I'm telling you. You lying, Chris. 200 times in a row. Girl, what the fuck? Y'all could have bumped heads. You could be feeling like they hard-headed. All right. How does Aquarius feel for this person? How does Aquarius see them right now? 10 of Cups is crazy work. You still want to be happy with this bitch. Even though you know they ain't shit. What did I tell you earlier? You also feel like they created an illusion, like they had a lot of secrets. Deceptive little shit, huh? Yeah. This person provided you trauma. At least in your eyes, you're like, yeah, this person's destructive. With the Tower being here, they provided trauma in my life. This shit was like a total disaster. You're unsure of whether you should continue to invest here or start planting seeds elsewhere. You're kind of feeling stuck because you kind of want this tower to rebuild itself. And don't be like, no, I don't. Yeah, you do. You see them as the 10 of Cups. Don't lie to me. You want this to come back together. It's like you feel like you could rescue this. You're trying to transform yourself. Some of y'all are really focused on like leveling yourself up, focus on like finances, your stability. You could have Capricorn in your chart and or Scorpio, but it seems like this connection was meant to transform you because you allowed them to do a whole lot that they wasn't supposed to do. Like I said, you pretended and you allowed shit to go by that wasn't supposed to go by. Okay. Yeah. You could be doing like a lot of different things at this present time, like investing in a lot of different things so that you could glow up, okay? Money-wise, all right? That's crazy. See what your blockage is. Monique, no, because your reading was never messed up. So, no, there's not going to be a Virgo reading. It's only for the people that their stuff got messed up. All right, so what's the blockage here? Someone was too wishy-washy, too hot and cold, emotionally immature. Oh, for some of y'all, this is only sex-related. That's why. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Divine Jane, can you explain to Monique why there isn't one on here? Because I don't want to ruin Aquarius' reading by talking. Yeah. Somebody was playing up on you, making you think like, oh, I want a relationship. All in the while, they just want to have the benefits of fucking you. Okay? That's what they wanted. That option to be able to come in and out and fuck you when they wanted to. The access to you, right? They was emotionally unavailable, and I think you need to understand that. Because them showing you that they was guarding, causing conflicts in the connection was like your first flag. So someone being defensive was a blockage here. There was a lack of balance too. Someone was too in and out. It keep repeating itself, okay? Yeah. Not investing, dragging their feet, playing mind games with the 5, being here. Feeling a sense of disappointment with the 5 of Cups. It was a lot going on here. Like, you have a lot of blockage. Some of y'all could have, like, drank a lot when you dealt with them because they provided a sense of stress for you. Like, they stressed you out. You could have went to, like, some type of, like, substance abuse. Like alcohol, drugs. Could be weed, you know. But some of y'all were, like, drinking a lot. This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. This is wild. All right. So before we go to Pisces, okay. Monique, are you still in here? The reason why there's not a Virgo one, because I did this yesterday and the Virgo reading was not impacted by the microphone. It was just the signs I'm doing now. That's why I didn't redo Virgo. But I'm going to come on here tomorrow and do a live for y'all. You guys already technically got the reading yesterday. I'm only redoing the people that got jacked up by this microphone. You was drinking every day. Jasmine, no. Oh, man. That sucks. All right. So we're going to go to Pisces, y'all. So let's do Pisces. Because y'all definitely had some in and out shit, man. Your reading got completely killed, just like Capricorns. That shit was terrible. I was listening to it, I was like, okay. Couldn't even listen past 3 minutes and it was just bad. All right, Pisces, please. Somebody tried to break you. Somebody you trusted tried to break you. Like, this is someone you wholeheartedly loved, and this bitch took advantage of that. It's kind of like they saw your love for, like, weakness, bro. Like, they tried to break you, Pisces. This person manipulated you, bro. Like I said, they took your kindness for weakness. How many times you tried to fix this before you decided that this shit ain't worth it? What are they hiding from Pisces? That's crazy work. Wow. You could be dealing with somebody younger. This is an energy that they're a little foolish, right? But they do want to have, like, some type of new beginning with you. Problem with them is they could be very childlike and mature and shit, which can be a problem, obviously. Okay. They kind of felt like they had to invest in a lot of other things and not just you, because they kind of didn't want to, like, be disappointed by you. So this person kept the options open. Okay. The Aquarius converted into crack. What? This person, they felt like you guys could have been, like, acting aggressive. Like, you was causing, like, a lot of turbulence with them. All right. Like, they felt like you played some type of mind games with them. Okay. Some of y'all could have been, like, real argumentative. They didn't like that. They also kind of looked at you like the fact that you would argue with them and you would, like, run off or, like, stop talking to them. Like, there was a lot of in and out between the two, right? They kind of looked at you like you was in some type of, like, player energy. They were listening to like their inner voice when it came to you. What the inner voice said, shit. That this is karmic. Oh my God, Lord. Jesus in heaven. They had to make a decision when it came to you. They had to create change. So they already had known that they had to create change here, but what was they doing? Anyway. Anything else this person's hiding? Jeez. They're hiding a broken heart. Like it's like this person didn't want to walk away from you. They're hiding that their heart's broken. Yeah. They're also very narcissistic and just, focusing on themselves, putting themselves first. I gotta achieve this and that, that stuff. They seem to think a lot about you, but it's karma related with the number 8. What is that? Especially when they're working, they seem to like really have you heavy in their minds. Then not everybody, but for some of y'all, they sell like drugs, and like when they like sell drugs, like it seems like you weigh heavy in like their head. There's something about like when they interact with other clients, it's kind of like they could have sold your dream of like trying to like provide for you, and every time that they have like an interaction with someone, they kind of go like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I got into this and I was doing this so I could be able to provide. That type of stuff. I don't know who the fuck that's for. If you got somebody that pushes weights, like hello, they're watching you too. They wanna know the truth when it comes to you, okay? They're focusing on a skill and thinking about you. And I think that's their fucking karma. I'm not gonna lie. I believe that's their fucking karma. I think it is. Watch. Yeah, because they want a partnership. Let me ask if that's their karma. I'm pretty sure it is. Like, not being able to, like, get you out of their head is a problem for them, okay? All right, spirits. Is this the karma? The constantly thinking while working? Is this the karma? Show me. Oh my God, it came out again. They find it difficult to move on. It is their karma. They could have been acting like a player. Oh, see, that's why you don't fuck around and do dumb shit. The moment in time you start doing that weird dumb shit, the spirits will take your ass by the balls or your pussy and teach your ass a bill fucking lesson. This was someone that wanted to leave their player ways behind. They did. They wanted to have like something fresh with you, new with you, and now they're sitting over here like damn, I can't get Pisces out of my mind. But you done did some fuck shit, boy. Get out of here. Yeah. They could have been acting really selfish when they was dealing with you. Like, it's all about me. I just worry about me. Putting me first and not thinking about you. Being fucking ungrateful as if. Okay? But they want a new beginning with you, and they're hiding that because the Fool card came out twice. And guess what came out too? The Magician twice. Trying to manifest your ass in. This person keeps thinking about you. Some of y'all was like extremely loving to them and they missed that. It's kind of like they can't find that somewhere else. Like they've tried to find it elsewhere and they can't. That's why they can't get over you. Karma. Instead of coming back around and apologizing, what they doing? Trying to manifest you to come towards them, which shows lack of growth, shows lack of change. Wow, not them again spying on you. This person watches you. Page of Swords. They trying to find out if you dealing with other people. This person hilarious as fuck. Look, told you. Watching you to see if you are what? Betraying them. Not you getting the same message twice from two totally different decks, boy. Because this is a whole different deck than, you know what I'm saying, this one, that. You know what I'm saying? Look. Then this deck. Boom. A whole different deck. So we now have, you know, reiteration that they watch you. Okay. This could be someone that thinks you're doing something at work. With the Eight of Pentacles being here. Or feels like you're betraying them while they're at work. This person crazy. Because like they did a dumb shit and now they want to come like, oh, you are the worst. Am I the worst? Bitch. They could be watching you from work. I don't know if y'all got a platform or like y'all work together or like, yeah, I don't know. They think you're sneaky. Like when you act guarded and you check them on something, they think that you're just doing that because you're trying to be sneaky, like you're trying to be deceptive. Mm-hmm. They're also very stuck in their mind about you. Can't stop thinking about you. Why is this here? Yeah. They see you as a 10 of Cups. For some of y'all, like they are trying to focus on financial stability, which is something that they see as like their happiness and shit. And they kind of are like, they're kind of like contemplating and being like stuck on like the relationship, like what you did for them, what you provided for them. Good thing is they kind of see you as someone they still want to invest in, right? But their lack of movement towards you is what's scary. They're dragging their feet because it's kind of like they're not sure whether they want to be in a relationship or not. And I don't like that. Because why you gotta like, here's the thing, right? Like, you have all this love and all this anxiety, but like, why the fuck you second guessing? I don't understand that. It's like I love you so much, but I'm second guessing. Like it's like they got like a fear of commitment. And this could have been someone y'all was like in a serious connection with. They just got weird on you at some point. They got weird. They could have been investing a lot in like money and like partnerships and shit. But yeah, that's the issue here. Okay. That's how you feel about this hoe. These hoes ain't loyal. Oh shit, you don't trust this bitch. Oh, why that song just started playing? These hoes ain't loyal. Y'all think this person is a slut. You feel like this person will like sell themselves for money too. Like they're a money slut. Y'all is a joke. Boy, that shit is funny. Oh my mommy. How does Pisces see this bitch besides the fact that they ain't loyal? Ooh, not you wanting a partnership. Some of y'all think this is your soulmate though, with the lovers being here. Ooh. You felt like they presented this like illusion to you, like, oh, I'm your soulmate, I'm the best person for you. You know, I'm an opportunity in your life, only to like take it away and cause a tower moment. So you kind of feel deceived. You're feeling deceived. You're like, this bitch gonna pay for what they did to me. They're gonna pay for all the tears that I shed. All the times I was sad and I was crying and I was broken, you gonna get yours. That's where y'all are at now. Like, you gonna get some karma. Yep. Some of y'all, you still have like a lot of love. Because you're showing up as like the Queen of Cups. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of like tears and sadness here. Like a lot of trauma. And a lot of wanting revenge. It's kind of like this person mistook your kindness for weakness. And they played up on that. Okay? Yeah. Oh, see, no bueno. You having an issue walking away from the connection. Boom. See that? You don't want to leave this behind. The Six of Swords flipped itself. If it would have came out upright, I'd have been like, okay, you ready to leave this shit. But no, you're not. You're not. You too emotionally invested. Like I said, y'all showing up as the Queen of Cups. That's someone that's emotional. That's healing. Man. Oh my God, not you getting again that you want them to get karma. What the hell? What the hell is this? You think they toxic as fuck. Could be done with a Capricorn, but you think they toxic. Overall, some of y'all are in hermit mode trying to figure out your financial independence. Kind of feeling like you don't want to be bothered, but still wanting this person all in one, right? And I know that's conflicting, but it is what y'all feel. You could be dealing with someone that's obsessing about like stability financially. But like, honestly, y'all are in some type of revenge energy that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Because you have like all these like feelings for them, but you kind of want them to pay for them making you like suffer, for them like playing with you, right? And I just don't see how you could like want them back if you're in that energy. Because like that's not healthy. You feel what I'm saying? Like how am I gonna want to build with you if I fucking hate you? Like this is like a love-hate relationship. You know? I wouldn't want to be like back with you if I want you to get some karma. Like I don't know if y'all understand what I'm talking about, right? Like you can't just like come into a connection and be so unhealed and expect things to like be different. And there's a lot of like unhealed energy here. Like feeling like I want you, but I hate you because you put me through a lot and you're not sorry about it. So I want you to now pay. That type of stuff. That's crazy work. All right, so let's see what your blockages are. All right, spirits. Show me what you want. Show me if I ain't good enough for you, baby. They want to know if they're not good enough for you. Show me the blockages, man. Someone like getting attention. No, wait, no. No, cerise. Váyase pa'l carajo. Someone could be way too focused on money, like focusing on like financial independence, like the security. Yeah, too much into money. Somebody's too much into money. Someone's trying to balance themselves out when it comes to money. It's like slow and steady wins the race, but they kind of like are putting too much work into that. A big blockage here as well is that some of y'all like are really defensive towards this person. Like you create some type of hostility. Also, like you be like in your head feeling like you can't get out of this because you start thinking all kinds of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You question if this is your 10 of cups, if this is really your happiness. You question it. You know, you feel like it is, you question it. Like I want this. You know, and it's like I told y'all before, when you show lack to the universe, guess what they do? They don't give you what you want. So you gotta release this if you want it. Okay? But you go through periods where you question it. Like, is this really someone I want to be happy with? Bitch, only you know. The fuck? Yeah. Because you really wanted to work on this with this person, but they betrayed you. Betrayal was a big part here. Someone could have been working too much, like finance is what I said. You know what I'm saying? Someone was being sneaky as well, like backstabbing y'all, having a new beginning elsewhere, acting fast and shit. And that's why you question this, because it's kind of like you looking at it like, if they valued me, they wouldn't ghost me. They wouldn't put me out in the cold. They wouldn't keep coming in and out, causing cycles, dealing with third parties. You know what I'm saying? Entertaining other people. And that's the problem here. It's kind of like somebody had their foot in and one foot out the door, and there was a lot of instability, like not enough structure or conversation to keep this going, because someone felt like they could do better elsewhere. And that's the truth here. They was being sneaky about it. You feel me? So third parties for some of y'all was a problem here. All right, y'all, smash that like button, y'all. I won't be able to tonight because I gotta go and cook some stuff for myself to eat. I won't be able tonight to do the rest of because I was supposed to do 2 signs tonight because it took a lot longer than I thought it was. The minute you let this person go, what? When I mean unhinges. They breadcrumb to keep you stuck. Yeah, a lot of people do that, actually. What is crazy, the minute I let this go, a new person reached out to me a few days ago after a person I knew from school. Wow. Girl, isn't this the truth? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that all the unevolved motherfuckers don't want to fucking, you know what I'm saying, do right by you? That's how it be. You know what I'm saying? But like, part of like evolving and growing is like loving yourself and like being able to say, I'm better than this. I don't want to continue to be someone that you come to when shit don't work out elsewhere. You feel me? That's the lesson really that you need to learn, is self-love. Once you learn that, you'll be able to move on past this person and not be so hurt by them and their actions. See, you can't cry about losing something that was not good. You should only cry about losing things that are good for your life. You guys, you can't cry for trash. Trash, you should be happy that some other bimbo took them out of your life and out of your path, because at the end of the day, I don't want to invest in garbage. I don't want to be 80, 90 years old having to worry about you having like a whole family out there, having multiple people. Like, I'm all good on that. I'm all set. You know? Shit happens, but when you continuously doing the same shit over and over again, it's kind of like your wake-up call. Like, snap out of your delusion. Snap out of the idea that you could change something, the idea that you could fix something. You can't control nobody, man. People are stuck on their motherfucking ways, and that's how it's gonna be, and that's how they're gonna continuously be, you know, because they unhealed themselves. So how the fuck are they gonna have something good with you if they unhealed? That's how y'all gotta look at that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting out of here, you guys. I'm sending y'all some peace, love, and blessings, you guys. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to do the podcast for y'all. But yeah, keep an eye out on my Spotify, y'all. And it's Scorpiongoldenempress if y'all are interested in following it. And yes, you can either pay or use the free Spotify platform. It's just a platform, y'all. I gotta figure out like how to get myself on Apple. I don't know how to do that though. I think you gotta pay if I'm not losing my mind. I don't know. We hurt ourselves accepting crowns to take accountability for what happens to us. Divine Jane, the things that you're being shown is to assist you so that you can move on past that connection. Things happen in life for a specific reason, you know? And a lot of people don't understand that when something doesn't work out, it's simply a lesson that you needed to learn from that, so that when you meet somebody new or you meet somebody else, whether someone from your past that you get back with, you don't make the same mistakes twice. Everything is a lesson. There is nothing in this world that's not a lesson. Even like dealing with your family, your kids. Life is chess, and y'all keep playing checkers. Start leveling yourselves up and start playing that chessboard, so you could be the king and the queen in that motherfucker. I'm telling you. Because a lot of y'all love to play with these little like pawns and shit. Nah, not me. I don't. I'd rather be the fuck alone. I worry about myself. Guess what the fuck the queen does in the chessboard? That bitch takes out everybody straight out. She goes anywhere, straight, sideways, diagonal. The bitch will kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? She protects her king, but she protects the person that is meant to be protected. You understand? You, like I told y'all yesterday, you can't just make everybody you fuck or deal with a king. Not everybody can stand by you, and you should be calling them a king. And a lot of y'all do that. You see these like boulder flags, you know, and y'all be like, "Oh, this is my dude, this is my king." Nah. This is my partner. You know the man that I'm gonna call king, the man that puts a ring in my hand. That's my king. Fuck the bullshit. That's my emperor. Ain't no boyfriend gonna get that type of fucking treatment from me. Fuck you. Get the fuck up on, man. That's crazy work. And then they turn around after wasting your time and they get with the next bitch and they marry the next bitch, but they ain't marry you after they wasted all your time. That's the thing y'all need to understand. Like, there's people that are here to teach you stuff. A lot of it has to do with like self-respect, boundaries. You know, when you love yourself, what you wouldn't accept and what you would accept. You know, forgiveness. Forgive yourself for having wasted your time on garbage and learn from that. Start playing that chess and stop playing checkers, because these bitches out here, there's a lot of pawns. There's a lot of manipulative little motherfuckers out here, you know? And it's up to you whether you want to play the game of life right. Y'all should purchase that game, Life. The game of life. I love that fucking game. That game teaches you a lot, yo. You channel the song. I got holes in different area codes. But didn't you find out that he did have somebody? Chris? Yeah. And you know what, though? Like I said, don't beat yourselves up for your lesson. Learn and move on, right? Because, like, yeah, you got a lesson, but did you like actually learn? You feel me? Because like a lot of us, we get a lesson and then we up and meet the next motherfucker. We out here doing the same thing. We out here doing the same thing. Letting somebody be in and out, disrespect us, be on some wild shit. Like, hello? Why are we doing that? If y'all understand that prostitutes get paid for their pussy, not saying that y'all need to prostitute yourselves. I'm not going there with that. I'm just explaining something real quick, right? If you could understand that a woman gets paid for her pussy, that means you got value in between your legs. Meaning, stop allowing people to get your shit for free and do you like dog shit. If a motherfucker could go to a bunny ranch and fuck a hoe and give $1 million to pop her pussy, guess what? You can find a man that'll treat you like a queen. It's simply, where are you looking for these people? If you're investing in simps and in cornballs, then don't be mad at the fact that you got a fucking douchebag that's out here fucking making you look stupid in the street. You know what I'm saying? There's so many motherfucking people out here, so many men and women that are fucking embarrassment that you should not be calling your boyfriend. Like, I would be like, oh God, you know, I've seen women, like certain women outside talking, that I would be like, I would be ashamed to call that my wife. I could never walk next to you and you acting like that. You're a representation of me, my motherfucking nigga. Like, get out of here. You acting like a fucking slut. You're a representation of that man. What do you think other men are thinking when they see a bitch that's a whore with a dude? They're like, he ain't shit because he's with a hoe. The same shit. You feel me? When you out here and you got a dude that's a fucking dog, there's females laughing at you. There's dudes laughing at you. You the talk of the motherfucking town, bro. You know, whether you want to accept that shit or not. That's why we got to respect ourselves and understand. You know what I'm saying? Learn your lesson. Thank you. Nice meeting you. You know what I'm saying? It was good while it lasted, but yeah, this is what I would never want. See ya. And when you meet the next motherfucker, as soon as he shows you that one flag, hasta luego, no. I'm not even fucking texting you a second time. Hell no. I'm not even going to give you my phone number because you already showed me how you reminded me of this motherfucker. I'm all set with that. I don't want nobody's motherfucking... Y'all, listen. I don't want your motherfucking representation of what you think I want. I don't want to meet your motherfucking double personality. I'm good. Like, I don't want your associate. I want you. Who are you? You're so not confident that you hide that shit. You don't want me to know that you a D-bag. That's the reason why you wait. Because your representative is literally what you think I want to hear. But a lot of y'all should be acting a little bit smarter and being like, okay, well, shit, this sounds too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out more before I invest more into this person. Let me find out more about you before I open up my motherfucking legs and create a soul tie with you. Before I give you my spiritual energy. You know what I mean? And that's just, you know, that's big. But y'all don't even realize it. And then y'all create children. It's just like, damn. Shorty, you have flags. When this motherfucker was just like, you know what I'm saying, an acquaintance to you. When you was courting. And y'all up and went and did all that? Oh, boy. That's you telling the universe, damn, I'm so fucking unhealed. I'll take anything. Anybody that does me the favor. Anybody that gives me attention. I'm taking that. I'm all good on that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sex is important, but with the right motherfucker. You can't just be like having sex just because, you know? And a lot of people just need to get out of the energy of thinking that, oh, I'm just here for a good time and not a long time, because that's why you attract stupid shit. And then you be crying. Fucking mad kids deep, and the motherfucker don't want to marry you or commit to you because you don't represent yourself like that. You know, it's crazy because a lot of women do this. A lot of y'all get invited out for a first date to their house. Why the fuck is you going to their house? Do you know when a man is inviting you to their house, they want to fuck you? They want to pipe you down? Why don't you treat me out? And no, I don't want you to give me done and take me to your crib. No. Because now you're trying to play me and disrespect me. You're trying to act like I got to give you pussy now because you fed me. I'm good. Fuck no. So you just need to focus on healing yourself, Divine Jane, and detach from that. Because, like, yeah, you... See, here's the thing. You in control of yourself. You can't control that motherfucker. But you in control of yourself. You can control your outcome. You can control how you handle things, but you can't control them. You could definitely control how you receive them, though. Right, SG. Right. Uh-huh. But see, Divine Jane, like that's like a flag, right? How do you not have your shit together? A man should not be worried about dating a woman if he doesn't have his shit together. And that's part of like understanding, right? Why would you want to invest in a bum? Someone that's going to take from you. You feel what I'm saying? Men should be focusing on elevating themselves, and then you look for your woman. Why would you want to put a woman through the struggles that you're going through? That shit ain't fair. Why would that be fair to you? That wouldn't be fair. And a man that does that to a woman does not give a fuck about that woman. He ain't shit. Because when you love somebody, you'll do what you got to do to level yourself up, and then you'll come to that person when you're all set. And men do it all the time. So why is it that we are not holding everybody up to those standards? Why are we lowering our fucking standards and accepting anybody just simply because we feel lonely? Because we want some dick. Like, I'm good, bro. Yes. Y'all don't even get it. Like, if y'all really understood, like, how you come first and you love yourself first, you'll be able to put a stop to the fuckery. And your frequency is going to change. Because one thing about the universe, if you love yourself, you're going to show it. And you're going to attract everybody and their mama. I'm telling you. Thank you, Flo. I'm telling you, like, if you vibrating at a high frequency, everybody's going to feel it. If you love yourself, every single person around you is going to be like, damn, I want to be a part of that person. Look at all the energy they're exuding. Look how happy they are. Look how much they love themselves. You know? Yes, it hurts to, you know what I'm saying, break up with people. Yes, it hurts to be disappointed, but you didn't fall in love with them. You fell in love with the representative. When y'all understand that and y'all accept that, you're going to be like, time to wake up. Let's take these rose-colored glasses off. You know what I'm saying? Let's take these shits off. Let's put them in the drawers and let's call it a day. Because at the end of the day, who they showed you is not who they are. So you're not in love with them. Yeah, it has their face on it. You feel me? And their voice. But their representative is who they wanted to sell to you so that you could fall for them. And now that you're realizing that they are a whole different person, that should be more than enough to turn you the fuck off. I mean, it will turn me off, right? That should be more than enough to turn you off. Because this person is revealing to you that they ain't shit, that they was never shit, that they was showing you some other shit because they wanted to keep you stuck. But now that you see them for who they are, you're able to get out of that and learn your lesson from it. You feel me? But a lot of us, what we do is we start to cry. We get sad. We want to control the outcome to stuff. We want to invest in people that we know ain't shit because we have our own issues from childhood that we simply have not worked on healing. Or maybe it was, you know, that you just had a lot of shitty exes before this one. And, you know, now you're like, damn, I'm fucking broken. You're broken, so you're trying to settle for whatever, for whomever gives you time, attention, and or love. And we got to stop doing that, y'all. If women start valuing themselves more, there will be so many homes like put together, so many people respecting each other and loving on each other, creating and building. Do y'all know when I was a little girl, there used to be like over 15 to 20 magazines that were bride magazines that they used to sell them at the stands. Now you cannot even find out even one. That's how much marriage has declined. Like nobody is doing the Cinderella story anymore. And the ones that are rich, that are forced to get married because of families or because of convenience, because maybe they just have money like them and they want to join their monies. You know, these people, you know, for like glamour, like the lights, you know what I'm saying? The fucking, you know, what people will say. These people up and turn around and they get married. But guess what? They end up getting divorced. And it's just like when they talk about it and they really let you into their life, they'd be like, I was never happy. I hated being with this person. You're like, what? But you was out here, for example, Jessica Alba. Nobody ever thought this bitch was about to get divorced. But I've been telling y'all since last year, everybody's going to be separating this year. Not even me. I'm not even safe in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting for the end of the year to come around because I'm not even safe. You know, nobody's safe. A lot of the karmic connections are going to fall apart. Jessica Alba's getting divorced. Motherfucking Jessica Simpson, you know what I'm saying? And Alba was married for what, 15 years? What do you mean does monogamy exist? My grandparents and my parents was married forever, and it was just them two. They didn't have nobody else. My father died, so that's a whole different story. Because people die. You know, you gotta let it go. You know? But hello? My family, you know what I'm saying? They was a good example to me. Shit. My grandfather was so fucking smart. He taught me so much, man. He taught me and his daughter a lot. And he would be like, yo, don't do this, don't do that, you know. Yeah, a lot of them are getting divorced because of karmics. They're karmics. So yes, you know, you can spend like a long time with karmics, right? It's obvious, but the key to understanding that they're karmic is that there's problems in the connection. Because a karmic is someone that's teaching you stuff, right? These people were having problems before they announced their divorce. They just were hiding it from the public. And yes, they have children. Yes, they have built lives, but that don't mean nothing. That's still a karmic connection. Well, he should divorce that bitch. That Jada is a fucking... Honestly, I think she's a dominatrix. Does anybody feel the same in the chat? Like, do y'all think she's a dominatrix? I do. I feel like they into some kinky shit. Like, I be thinking she pegs him and shit. Like, no lie. Because the way she was, like, unleashing her dog was crazy work. Like, they wasn't even together. She had cheated on him with her son's best friend. Mind you. And when, what's his name? The fucking stupid-ass comedian made that stupid joke. She gave that motherfucker a look. Like, you better fucking do something. And he got up and slapped him. I think that he's her submissive. I'm not gonna lie. She has alopecia, girl. And that can happen to a lot of people. But I think she like pegs him. Like dead ass. I think that she's his dominatrix. I'm not gonna lie. Chris Rock, yep. Yeah. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something real interesting. Like, there's an interview that is, y'all can look it up, right? There's an interview about like him saying like that she was his soulmate and all this other stuff and shit. And they're like both like talking, and she kind of like looks at him and he stops talking and waits for like permission. I'm telling y'all, I know that she's his dominatrix. I promise y'all she is. And that would explain why Will liked Dick, because she was fucking him in the ass. And so he wanted to feel the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Diddy and shit. Nah, that slap was, you're disrespecting my bitch. She sent him by looking at him like that. What you don't understand, when you have a submissive and a dominatrix relationship, your submissive is supposed to protect you. He's loyal to you to a fault. And anybody disrespecting you is going to get handled. That's what you don't understand. Madam's doing. The way she like has him trained is kind of scary. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, look it up, y'all. She has him trained, bro. He doesn't even talk over her, bro. That's a fucking submissive. They're supposed to. And they'll let you humiliate them too. That's why she was cucking his ass. I'm telling y'all. I know a lot about it. I picked up on that shit like that, bro. I think it was like 2 interviews. And where one, she was talking about how she was still in love with Pac and he stayed quiet. That was kind of fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. But that's some cuck shit. She's training him. I'm telling y'all. Whether he chooses to break away from that is different. But I'm telling you, that bitch is his dominatrix, boy. That's her little cuck boy. Even if he's married to her. You keep getting them messages. What? What? He acting up is crazy. She definitely got that motherfucker trained. Definitely. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm like, yo. When a man is not talking over you, that says that she has trained him to not disrespect her. I'm telling y'all, they got a submissive. She's like his dominatrix, his owner. I'm your master and you're my slave. They don't have a vanilla relationship. They don't. They're not vanilla at all, bro. She's trained him to like even like eat her out while she has fucked other men, bro. Like she has cut this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason why he's so gender fluid. Like she pushed that onto him. I'm telling y'all. She was doing that shit from day one, bro. That whole, oh, I love Pac shit. I would have married Pac. That's fucking disrespectful, bro. And he sat there quiet as fuck and let her do and say whatever she wanted on some little cuck boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand. Like, I know a lot about S&M, and that bitch definitely, I'm telling y'all, I'll cut my motherfucking head if that's not her slave. I'm telling y'all. They go to the hole in the wall. That's crazy. She like he don't talk over her. She like gives him permission to talk by looking at him. Like it's crazy. Like I'm like, yo, and mind you, this is years he's been married to her. She's been training him from when she was a girlfriend when he was young. She has brainwashed this motherfucker. So if he's able to break away from her, I'm gonna be so proud of him. But he's already damaged, you know. He's already did some shit he can't take back. He gave up his man card. Oh, but that's just an orgy, Divine Jane. In S&M, they do that though. In S&M, the dominatrix, they loan their slaves, their submissives. They loan them to other mistresses, other masters. They cuck you so that you can, you know what I'm saying, fuck both sexes, all kinds of shit. There's a lot of wills out there, honey. A lot of them. There's a lot of men willing to do it for you. And they'll give you the world. Not only their bank accounts, but the world. The problem with that is if you got small little kids, that's kind of crazy because how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck can you be a full-blown dominatrix with children in the picture? So you got to kind of like have like your kids big and just be you and them. You know what's crazy? I always wanted to create like a dungeon in my basement. Not for spanking purposes, for like sex purposes though, because I always like, I told y'all I really like sex. I'm dominated by, you know what I'm saying, the sexual organ. So like I used to go onto this website. I used to see like these sex toys that I always wanted to buy. And I was just like, oh my God, that's so cool. I was just a bit like, I want to have like a sex dungeon so I can have like all kinds of sex toys. Oh my God. Men give me the icky. I'm not gay. What? True trend, but he was getting what he wanted. He was like the Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to fuck who I want. Able to fuck the sexes I want. You know what I mean? Getting all kinds of like highs and lows, going to sex parties, doing shit, you know? Like I wouldn't be surprised if this bitch was spanking the motherfucker too, honestly. But Divine Jane, if you did that, then you already had conditioned them, girl. What you mean? Nah, for real. Like I always used to like, I used to go into websites and be like, oh my God, I can't wait to have like a room where I have all this shit in there. And I'm malicious, y'all. Like I literally saw this like cross that they hang you and tie you from, and I'm like, I would love to tie a motherfucker onto it and just spin your ass. Y'all, I'm bad. I'm telling you. I used to be like, I want one of those $700,000 crosses that they hang their submissives from. I'll leave your ass there for fucking with me. You piss me off, I'm tying your ass up and leaving you, bitch. Why do men give you the ick, SG? What do you like, girls? I used to do a sex party. That's really cool. You gotta be careful with those though, because you can have issues. What is it? Oh, it's right there in the cabinet area. The machine is on the shelf, and then the little container should be in the cabinet. Yeah, but you can still do that, Divine Jane, just not in front of your son, girl. You gotta be more discreet when there's kids around. New York City men are very quick to entertain S&M though. See, for me, the perfect man is a man that's submissive to his woman but protects her. You know what I'm saying? A man that knows that he has to provide but protects her from other men. You know, like you could be a doormat to me, but not to somebody else. Like if a man's disrespecting me, I expect you to tap into your masculine energy and check that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to be acting masculine with your woman. You know, a lot of people just don't understand that. You're supposed to be loving towards each other. Yep. Yep. He started getting crazy. Nah, you have to control that. Like I seen this show of like a rich like multimillionaire, y'all, and I was like, oh, I need one of those. And like it was a black girl, right? And it was a white guy that they were in England. So basically like she was showing like how she trained them and stuff like that. And they used to be neighbors. He was really young when he got with her. And it's crazy because she was like substantially older. But like one of the training sessions that she did with him was like, because he used to like do her gardening and all kinds of stuff, right? So this is how she broke him in, right? He used to, after coming to garden, she would always be sitting like in like a greenhouse area, like that's attached to like the house and shit, and she'd be drinking tea, right? And when he would come in, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm done." You know what I'm saying? I'm done doing the thing. And you know, he was being respectful by calling her Miss Lady, right? And it's so crazy because like when he sat in front of her, she was like, "Would you like some tea?" And he was like, "Yes." And then and she goes, "Okay, you can sit down." And then you know what's crazy? Like he was like, "Okay," like it kind of like threw him off a little bit, the fact that she said like, "You have permission to sit down." But anyways, they married, by the way, y'all. And I was like, what the fuck? I need something like that. That shit mind boggled me. Like, I was like, I love that, their connection. He sat with her, right? And he tried to like touch the teeth thing. And she said, "No, don't do that." She was like, "Your hands are dirty." And I was like, what the fuck? And then she said, "Get up," because she was like in a like a greenhouse area, and she told him to like go wash his hands because there was like a sink nearby, right? So like she said, "Get up and go wash your hands and come back to the table." She was like, "I know your mother did not raise you like that." And he was like he was her gardener, peep this, right? And her neighbor, y'all. And it's crazy. And he felt like ashamed. He said he felt ashamed when she said that. So he got up and was like, "Oh my God, like I almost put gravel on her tea and all kinds of shit." He felt embarrassed. So he washed his hands, and then he was like, can I sit back down? "I'm sorry, I did that. That was disrespectful," whatever. He sat down. She was like, "Yeah, it's fine. You can sit down." And she was reading a book. And he felt awkward because she wasn't talking to him. Like he was just sitting there. So he didn't know like if he should grab the tea or what should he do, right? But it's so crazy because like she goes, "Why don't you read this for me?" Hands him the book, right? And then he's like, "Okay." And then he starts to read the book to her, right? And he was like so intrigued by what she was talking about and stuff like that, like what she was reading. So he was he was like glamored by like her intelligence and stuff. And so like when he stopped reading the book, she said, "Well, you're not done. Did I tell you to stop?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you just wanted me to like read like this page." And he read a whole entire chapter for her. Then she said, "The tea's kind of cold. Can you make us some tea?" And I think he thought he was going to get pussy, right? But she was just training him, mind you. And he gets up, he makes her tea, right? Comes back to the table, sits down, and he pours himself a glass. And she goes, "You're not supposed to pour your glass before you pour mine. I'm the lady in the house." And so he's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Like he was like, "Oh my God, like I fucked up again," right? And he ended up like he was like, "I was so embarrassed." He ended up turning around and was like, "I am so sorry." Like he kept apologizing to her and stuff. And then he poured himself a tea, right? Poured her a tea, like he threw it out, poured her the tea, then poured himself a tea. And she said, "Did you ask me if you could have some of my tea?" And he was like she was teaching him etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Which is, a lot of parents don't teach you this when you're a child, you know what I'm saying? Especially to like men and stuff like that. Like you in somebody else's house and you out here acting like this shit is your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to ask, right? So like she's kind of like teaching them like, yo, these are like small etiquette things that you kind of don't have, right? But it's so funny because like after he like gave her the tea and they were drinking the tea together, he was like, when he went home, he couldn't sleep. He was like, I couldn't sleep that night. And I just kept thinking like, wow, what a different woman. What a like a posh, high educated woman. Like that's a different woman than many women that are out there. And then when he went back the next day, he was like, can I read another chapter for you? And she was training him every fucking day, y'all. And they married each other. She's his dominatrix, but it's crazy because what he does is he stands by her and asks her, can I sit next to you? And she will tell him yes. And he'll sit down. And he's a multimillionaire, y'all. I'm like, where's my multimillionaire so I could make him submissive too? God damn it, what the fuck, you know? And he like, they have like a big ass mansion together. Like I'm talking about like, yo, the shit that she like, they showed like how they treat each other, how he draws her bath. You know what I'm saying? They showed everything, and I was like, oh my God. One thing she did say though, one thing she said was that because it's her husband, she will not allow other women to be intimate with him. And a lot of dominatrixes do, but they do it in order to like humiliate you or because they're in some type of sexual rise. You know what I'm saying? But you know, she's not stupid. That's a multi-millionaire. Like if he fucks another dominatrix, he'll fucking leave her for that bitch. She's not stupid. So the only woman he's been intimate is with her. And every time that he leaves the home because he's rich and he has to go to meetings, she puts a chastity belt on him. I was like, teaching me what the fuck I'm dropping at. You know what I'm saying? What SG? What? SG, you fucking bugged out, bro. Yeah, she trained them how to treat her. She was a rich bitch, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like you about to be fucking disrespecting nobody that's rich. And she obviously knew her value, you know what I mean? But it's crazy because he was rich himself, and it was pretty interesting. It went from like, oh my God, I'm gonna garden your fucking house to like marrying you and building a whole life together. You're like, that shit is crazy. Like I was like, whoa, bro, it's crazy. Like I was like, dang, she got lucky because like chances are that like, because you know when people are like really rich like that, they do tend to have people around them, you know what I'm saying? But this was like not a hoe. Like he wasn't a hoe, you know, he was a rich person that was probably too busy to get a bitch, and that's how he ended up over there. But I just thought it was so cute. Their relationship is so beautiful. Every morning when she wakes up, he has tea ready for her and he gives it to her. And he asks for permission to sit with her. And I'm like, oh my God, I love their relationship. And they've been married for a while too. And it was an interracial couple. She was black and he was white. I was like, what? Like, yo, child, you just gotta basically want that type of connection as G. And that's it. And you'll get it. Like, don't settle for just regular motherfucking vanilla connections, you know? And you'll get exactly that, yo. Anyways, y'all, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. We've been on here for 3 hours, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go eat. Even though my kids are eating with their father, I gotta fucking eat. Because a girl gotta eat, y'all. I don't want to die. I will see y'all tomorrow, though. I'm gonna be here. And don't forget, y'all, to, you know what I'm saying, put your comments in the community page and shit like that. Because I gotta figure out what we're gonna do y'all live about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hit the like button. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye, you guys.